Yeah, today I want to show you how to create some kind of combat UI and then the optic combat. And here's are my elements. The element you can see the warriors. I give them different names. So sorry guys, I didn't give you an input on this. Alright, so I'm just going to bring out one of the warriors, Abako by name. That's one of the Yoruba warriors in Nigeria. And let me create a black frame so you can all see what I'm trying to design. I want to create a component set, or I want to create a micro interaction of my warrior. I want you to see what happens when you hover on the warrior. So I want to show you quickly. So I have this amazing content for them with a frame of 16, spacing of 16. And what I did just now is I framed it. Don't use an auto layout. If you use an auto layout, it's going to mess your animation up, because auto layout we want to adjust to is rigid in the settings. But let's use frame. So with my frame, we can work on some things. Arrange it, make sure that it's left aligned, make sure your spacings are equal. Then I want to move, duplicate that same frame. Then I want to create what happens on hovering state, or mouse in or mouse enter. So I want to make, the only thing I want to happen to my warrior here is a change in size. So you can see I just adjusted the size. I did not touch the content at all. So don't mess with the content, don't mess with the name and all of these other attributes. Just leave it where it is. So I'm going to create a component set. Yeah, so it can be the same, and then I'm going to bring that out so you can see. No, let me bring that back. Okay. Right. So this is my component set. This is my, so I name my component warrior interaction. So let's go to prototype and see how it looks like and how we're going to work around that. So I'm going to give it mouse enter. I want it to smart animate gen 2 800 milliseconds to this, and when my mouse leaves, I want it to go back to this. You understand that? I leave the settings the same way. All right, let's see how this looks like. I hit on the prototype, our preview button, and let's see. All right, smooth. I love that. Exactly. I only want that. Hey, this read more, I need it to fade off. So I'm going to come to read more, and I'm going to give you opacity 0%, so that when you mouse in, it shows up. You see, that's smart. That's really smart. That's how our prototyping works. And so let's move on. Let's hit on delete, and then we have our interaction set, and now we can go ahead. So I have all of my assets to make this video very short and easy for you. I have my assets split everywhere, or scattered everywhere. So let us create a screen, like a desktop screen, and then 1440, and then we go into design. Let me bring in my, okay, I just want to give you a round corner border radius. So I want to bring in the background. I just downloaded in background, the background, it's a kind of 3D background for this project, and I want to bring in the nav bar, and some kind of element on this design that I'm going to be using. Optic Combat is the logo, then the search, and some kind of dummy text up there, the profile name of the user. So right at the bottom, I want to just have this game like a pad, navigation, and also I want to have my next and previous button. Now, when this is said, I want to create my beautiful warriors in that middle space. Let's fill it up with something. So I'm going to be using a very beautiful plugin called Cool Hue. So I'm going to draw a rectangle and give it a border radius of 40. Then I'm going to hit on my plugin, then click on Cool Hue. It has a lot of beautiful gradients you can use. So anytime, you don't need to stress yourself on trying to get gradients to use and you're mixing colors, just come to Cool Hue, and then you're going to find a lot of beautiful gradient for your project. So I have some already created with shadow on it, so let's just go ahead with it. All right, I'm going to bring in from my prototype, I want to bring in one of the warrior. So don't forget that the warrior is already in a component set. I can change the warrior at any time I want, anytime. All right, so let's start with that back hole, and we align this properly, make sure that it's well aligned and centered. Now I think I'm going to hit a challenge here, having to set up, because I want to maintain consistency across board. Having to do this over and over might not give me that. So thinking on the go, I think I have to delete it all. So I'll just have to duplicate just the frame. Then I use color hue to quickly fix all the colors ASAP. All right, let's get into it. Just gonna hit Ctrl D. Then I have multiple of these. Now I need to change the color. I'm gonna go back to what am I plugging? I want to hit on Cool Hue. Then I'm just gonna keep changing the colors out of the gradient. Just click on the frame, change the gradient, and keep moving. Yeah, at this point I think I'm just going to fill randomly, so I don't take too much time. Fill randomly. Yeah. Alright. Cool stuff, actually. Very cool stuff. Alright. Let's start changing the warrior. Yeah. Just hit back into the component. Don't forget I already components before I made another component and all of them. So it allows me to change each of the warrior Very easy. If you don't do it that way, it will be a challenge for you changing the warriors. So I'm just gonna go on, change all the warriors to different ones. All right, you can go now. So I'm going to get out every one of them, then I'm going to frame it. Now, not auto layout, frame. If you use auto layout, you find it difficult to manipulate your way out of this. You find it so difficult to find your to get yourself out of this. So please stay with frame, stick with frame. The frame allows you to so what I want to do now, because of my component, you see my component is big already, so I find it difficult to click on the frame. What I'm just going to do is to go into the layer panel, and then I'm just going to look for my frame, and then just select it there. That way I can click on the frame, then make sure my frame is taller than my component. Yeah, it's taller than my component, because what I want to do now is to clip components so that my horizontal scrolling can work on prototype. All right, so let's get into it here. So I bring that into the middle of my design, looking beautiful already, and then I'll just align that a little bit. Yeah, sure. And make sure that my frame is hold on. All right, I'm going to adjust this background. Okay, I think that is fine. Yeah, proper placement. And I can put my frame to match my frame. Yeah. All right, are you guys loving this already? You can let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or you need anything. All right, so let's see how this works. Now let's create a new interaction. Maybe for the next button. Do I need to do this now or later? I don't want to mess things up. Okay, let's try it. If it does not work out, I'll just hit on the delete button. All right, then you drag that out because now you want them to see. I want the user to see the remaining part of this frame. Just stay with me. All right, to the end of it. Yes, to the end of it. It makes a lot of sense. All right, yeah, that is well aligned. So let's create for a I think we should create for a backhoe or another one. Yes, so I have designed let's take this out. So I have something designed for him already. I just bring it in using the same don't forget, or should we use another one? All right, let's try and use what's her name? Let's try and use Wooby. Let's try and use Wooby if it's gonna make sense. Loving the colors. But it's not gonna be about the colors because I think I will have to change the color to color if I have to change this. Okay. Let's try other ones. Setting their posture. I think Adbaco fix well into the frame. I don't need to go ahead and changing the colors over and over again for this one. So let's just use Adbaco, bringing up Adbaco into our frame, then have his name on the side. We then bring the close button to go back to is a form of modal, right? Funny, freaky modal, weird modal actually. So let's bring this up and now see the interaction. So how do we link this together? One thing about prototyping is that Figma must be able to connect the dots, right? So right now we have this, and how do we relate it? Or I'm trying to set up I'm just trying to set up this spacing. But what I'm thinking is, how do I link it up to the main page, right? How do I link it up? How to link that up? Meaning, we have to bring in some element. Yeah, you know what? Let's take this. Let's take this first. The second one. I think I might have to take it out first. Yeah, let's take it out. I think I'm going to come back to that later. Yeah, so let's just prototype the main character. What I want it to be is on click, I want it to navigate to this page, and then with the smart animate Gen 2 800, the same one we've been using, the same settings, nothing changed. All right, and the close, I want to copy so that Figma can understand it. So I click on this tool and I copy it, then click on that frame and then pasted it. You see, what I want to do now is drag it down. I want to drag it down so that it's hidden or embedded in the frame. And I want to drag the close button to the side so that it's embedded or it's hidden in the frame and delete this, and I bring this up. Yeah, now the interaction is, now Figma can read the interaction between both frames because they both have something they can interact with, right? So I want to say, once I click on Adbaco, then on click, then on close, just leave the same interaction settings, leave the same. So let's see how it looks like. All right, yeah, all right, smooth. I think something is missing. To read more, you can see it's almost copied into the, but no problem. Let's click on Adbaco, let's see how it interacts. All right, I think that works so fine. Yeah, that works so fine. Let's go on. Now we have to set our frame. You see, I was unable to scroll and see every other thing in the frame because I have not set my frame to horizontal scrolling. So your frame should be no scrolling. For my, yeah, you get your model frame should be no scrolling. Your element frame should be horizontal scrolling. Right, you see that? Beautiful, amazing. I'm gonna hit on close button, and then let's do more things about this. Let's change the names. Yeah, let's change the name. What's the name of this guy again? I've forgotten. I think it's Dago or something. All right, let's go. Let's change the name of this guy. It's not Dago now. It's Dago, and I think this other guy. I think is an name. I guess. Okay, and then this one. Let's give Ramota. Interesting names. All right. My next button. Okay, let's preview. Let's present and see how this looks like. Oh, good. I wish I have more time to work on these frames to make sure that, but then it will require me picking one after the other to make this adjustment. But in your practice session, please try to make sure that they're perfect. And all right, this is looking amazing. Actually, I want it to be. And should I try it? It's gonna take me so much time to. And the problem about it is if I have adjust it on this 3 frame, I have to adjust it across, and my frames are hidden, like well hidden. So I think we're just gonna leave that. So let's do something about our splash screen. How do we get to the home? Let's use these amazing and beautiful images we already have. Let's hide these a little bit. So I have my frame, put it in. I have the beautiful content I created with the help of ChatGPT. All right, so I want to have a loading kind of shape on that there. Yeah, put an auto layout, center 16, and then bring it up a little bit. Yeah, right at the nose. Opti compact. My name just fits into everything of Opti Bank, Opti Compact, Opti everything. Watch out for every other one, Opti NFT. All right, so we're gonna bring this frame now to the side. Yeah, let them breathe. And then I'm just gonna keep changing the images. Yeah, to this flying woman. You guys can give it a name. Give my warrior a name. And this Sub-Zero and Scorpion fighting, and then this final one. Exactly. Let's bring it up. Then I want to bring in my button into this. Yeah, take out the loading. I want my button now. Take out the loading. Yeah, it's looking pretty. Beautiful. I believe you guys love this. If you love it, please hit on the subscribe button and then like this video. Make a comment if you love the video. Alright, if you think there's something you want me to adjust or work on next, don't worry, I got you. It's okay. Just put it in the comment section. I'll work on it. Alright. Then we can use this interaction. What I want here is after delay or through, right? I don't have to click no button. It's a loading state. I just want it to load and display and load and display. Once it gets to the final one, it's a splash screen, right? So when it gets to the final one, that's the time I want to interact with the button. And then the fight button should lead me to the home screen where on click, I want it to dissolve now. No, it's not animated. I want it to dissolve into the home screen. So I love that. Yeah, so let's see how this looks like. Yes, I think we should see how it looks like. All right. Okay. Good. Let's hit on R. So it loads from the beginning. That's a loading. Beautiful. Exactly. Click on fight. Dissolving. Yeah, exactly. I want it. So, oh goodness, 21 minutes. We're running out of time. Okay. You guys love this, right? One thing that is not working yet is our next and previous button. So how do we do that? All right, let's just duplicate the screen and then just bring in the frame. This frame, bring it inside completely. When you're working, allow Figma to read the interaction. So I want to bring the whole frame inside. What am I doing? This is going to take so much time. Let me just take the whole frame. The whole frame. Yeah, the whole frame so works. All right, let's bring the whole frame in. Then I want to drag that out, stopping from here. Then drag it out to the other ones, to the end of it. Good. Exactly. If I wanted to scroll all the way down, then I need to stretch my frame all the way down. But right now it's next, meaning that can be another next. So I'm going to just interact the next button to on click to smart animate into this frame, then previous to smart animate to format screen. You get it right? So leave the same settings, Gen 2 800 milliseconds, and let's see how it looks like. Amazing. Good. Scroll up, scroll back. That's it. I hope you love this. If you love it, hit on the like, comment. I'll see you another time. This is Optimus signing out.